Hello, Michael Miles. Welcome to the mainstream. How are you?
Doing well in yourself.
You look good, I must say.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I like the color purple, you know what I mean? Lavender.
Thank you. This is our brand colour, so we have to represent always.
Royalty.
Hello, Wunmi. You look gorgeous, first of all, might I add. And congrats on being in Sinners.
Thank you so much.
This film has absolutely blown me away because I feel like it's got so many layers, especially like the genres that are merging and exploring like the history of black music, Christianity, following your dreams, community. So for you, what sets this apart from just another horror or vampire movie?
I mean, it's far from another horror or vampire movie. It has so much heart. There is so much community, joy, love, magic, ancestors, the future. There's so many messages and allegories about us and our and the people we're from and how our gifts can reverberate through the generations. I mean, I forget that it's a vampire movie until they show up. Until they show up.
Yeah.
I forget because there's so many messages and so much heart, and again, by the end, there might, you've just you've just witnessed a whole vampire movie, but by the end, I feel like I just get like this gut punch again of like emotion and I don't know, I just feel like, I want so much for all these people. Yeah. I want so much for us,
For me, it blends so many genres together. It's not just one thing. I think, usually horror films, not usually because I don't really watch a lot of horror films, to be perfectly honest. But it's fun and sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's about these characters that it's the best day of their life, but it also could be the last day of their life at the same time. The blues music is kind of the pulse and the heartbeat throughout this film. This era, this genre. The fact that we take you through a musical ride through the evolution of the blues to so many other pop culture genres of music as well. The wardrobe, the casting. I mean, it's a very eclectic. It's a full meal. Coog says. Coog calls it a full meal because you get a little bit of everything.
It has a much larger message, and it is, as you say, melding or merging these other themes, really important themes, and that the genre is just the conduit to tell these larger, to present these larger themes and larger narratives.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, you've had an incredible career. I've loved seeing you kind of shine in so many different genres.
Thank you.
But I feel like one of the themes in this film as well is that the theories of myths of like selling your soul or, what would you do to take it to the next level?
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for any young talent that might be considering, this is a role I'm not sure about, it goes against my morals, my values? What advice would you give to a young actor who's not sure about what direction they want to take their career?
Trust your instincts. If you have a feeling, I'm not sure about that, trust it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I don't know if it's just me, but like before seeing Sinners, I don't think I've ever seen African spirituality and vampires explored in a way like this. And as a fellow Nigerian, how important is it for you to see black culture, especially in horror, fantasy, all come together?
Oh, I just thought it was so wonderfully done and so done with respect, because I feel like I had only seen voodoo like portrayed in James Bond and I don't know, The Crucible, and it was like a dark thing.
Absolutely.
And I had never heard of hoodoo. I didn't know that it was a practice where I think voodoo is considered like a religion, and I didn't realize that they were rooted in healing and health and wealth and wisdom, and yeah, for me it was an education because I didn't know, so I'm grateful for it.
Miles, not only are you an incredible singer and performer, you're now a Hollywood star. I love that for you. And as an actor, this is brand new to you, but was there anything you didn't anticipate or something you had to prepare for in this role?
Yeah, man, I would say definitely like the long hours for sure. Like every day, like you gotta come with your A game. You gotta make sure you get your rest. You gotta make sure that you just constantly on point, because each day you never know like kind of where it's gonna go. So it's like you gotta be prepared, and you know, just to have the team around and everybody working day to day, you kind of get that energy up. You see everybody's work ethic, and it kind of makes you want to just step up and be better. So
You stepped up, bro.
I
love that. I love that. And of course, Michael, like, you're no stranger to having this brotherhood. That was a theme that I really loved from this film. Obviously playing twins, but your brotherhood with Ryan Coogler, now with Miles. Is there an art to building chemistry on set that maybe you gave advice to Miles or for anyone that's trying to get into the industry?
Not really for building chemistry, man. I think just being your genuine self. You know, I think like-minded individuals will connect and you'll find other like-minded people. But, you know, being genuine and leading by example, you know, I think for me, you know, I want to make sure that everybody around understood that, you know, it was going to be hard work, and it was going to be tough days and long hours, but we all got to get through it together, no matter what. So, you know, stepping to work with a great attitude, you know, trying to, you know, and me and Coog has a dynamic that hopefully just trickles down, you know what I'm saying, and kind of like spreads and becomes infectious throughout the cast and crew, and you know. Yeah, for me, it's just live your truth. You know what I mean? And that's my biggest thing. That's my approach.
And of course, you are flying the flag as our Black British babe in this film. So from being a BAFTA winner to joining the Marvel Universe, and of course now being in Sinners, what advice would you give to any young actors that are trying to make it in the mainstream?
My advice would be to really, truly be yourself, and ground yourself in the people and that you love and that love you. Your individuality is your selling point. It is your gift. It is the only thing you can bring to any character, is what you yourself can bring. Like, celebrate your uniqueness. Yeah. Don't try and conform, because I thought that's what I would need to do. And I'm surprised on a daily that, like, I'm here opposite Michael B. Jordan and I was just myself, you know, and that was enough. So, yeah, that would be my advice, is like, you are enough.
I think the top tip that I would give is train. Learn the craft. Because for younger practitioners or would-be practitioners, because the industry has kind of busted wide open in the last 10, 15 years, and there, on some level, a broader range of opportunities. On some level, I would say yes, it's always about grabbing an opportunity, but think in terms of longevity. Think in terms of, okay, what do I need to do in order to try and ensure that I have some longevity in this business? Yeah. And for me, being conversant with craft, learning the craft, is critical. Yeah. In order to try to do that.
Man, just follow your dreams, bro. Like, follow your dreams, keep going. Try not to doubt yourself as least as possible. Okay. And
you know, it's different for everybody. Have different paths. You know, but you know, one thing I will say, maybe it's not advice, but usually people that are about to make it and pop, they usually quit and they back down right before they're getting ready to make it, because it's usually the hardest time. So I would say just keep going forward. You know, and being locked in on what you know is for you. And it may not be exactly what you visualize for yourself. It might be something adjacent to that, but it's putting you in the atmosphere, and it's putting you, you know, finding your path is important. So stay focused and stay locked in.
Amazing. And finally, obviously, music is at the heart of this film. Do you have a guilty pleasure song or something that's living rent-free in your head right now?
What am I listening to right now? Let me see
it could be good or bad, because I've got Where Them Flags At. That's in my head.
I'm listening to a lot of Fela right now. Honestly, I've been listening to Zombie, actually. Fela.
Okay.
A lot. So that's not a guilty pleasure, but that's more of a pleasure. I've been rocking that a lot lately.
Okay, Miles.
I was just listening to J. Cole.
Ooh.
J. Cole, classic. Can't go wrong.
Definitely a classic.
I don't have a go-to, but I'll tell you, a song that's living, as you say, rent-free in my head is a song called Red Clay by Freddie Hubbard.
Ooh. Am I going to need to check that one out?
Check it out. Check out Equinox by John Coltrane.
Okay.
Check out, I'll give you those two. Check out Come Sunday by Duke Ellington and Mahalia Jackson.
You sold me.
Oh, rent free, I would say Bluey. Bluey just did. And before I go to bed, all the time.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I love the show though.
That's good. Well, thank you so much, guys. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice
and
to meet you.
This film had us chatting in a group chat.
I love it. Go see it again. You know, see it twice. Tell your friends. You know what I mean? In IMAX, preferably. You know what I mean?
I heard that. I need to go back to the IMAX.
You definitely. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen it in IMAX?
No.
Oh, you gotta go see it in IMAX.
Press junket. We have to do press version.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair. But definitely see it in IMAX. We shot it for IMAX for that experience. So you're definitely in for a treat.
I love that. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.